Okay, let's get right to it with Birdie Wing episode 11 review. Okay, let me just not get right to it, but let me just talk about Birdie Wing for a bit. Um, so why Birdie Wing? Given what we got, at a rating on my anime list of 6.68. And this is the question I gotta ask. Why the hell Birdie Wing is not in a top 10 spring anime? I'm curious. Just hear me out. We have Rising of the Shield Hero season 2. And even though people think it was bad because not following the light novel or they break it down, they put in all like 3 chapters into one, and it has a good rating of a 7.70 something, but Birdie Wing gets a 6? I don't get it. I don't get it. You see, this is why I'm defending female sports animes, because they think that if a show like Birdie Wing is gonna show fan service or the female sports anime, we ain't gonna watch it. I find that stupid. It's a sports anime. Deal with it. I mean, yeah, it may not be on a level among all the other sports of all time. Like, it's not Yamushi Pedal, it's not Prince of Tennis, Kuroko no Basket, Haikyuu, or any other sports anime you can name. But Birdie Wing itself defines the love for golf. You see what I mean? Like, all the sports shows I already mentioned, we already tried that. We already experienced it, and we love that sport. Now, I get it. Golf is boring. There's no question about that. People look at golf and it's like, oh, okay, just swinging the ball. Okay, I get that. But guys, you watch Birdie Wing, and you guys ain't telling me from the first episode up till now, you don't feel any love for the love of golf? Trust me, you do. And every time I watch Birdie Wing, I keep saying to myself, you know what? One day, when I go out one day, I feel like, forget playing Mario Golf. Let's go, you can play your Wii Sports and get that Wii Sports Resort game and play golf. But other than that, go outside and play miniature golf or go to a golf course and experience the love for golf as you watched it. One more thing. Guys, just because it's a female sports anime, y'all think it's trash. I'm not saying y'all who watch. I'm talking about people outside the world. They think of this, when they see a female sports anime, all they think of fan service. And when they think of that, they like, I ain't watching this damn show anyway. Really? Really? And I said it again. No matter what genre we're going to have, we're bound to have a little bit of fan service. It could be good, bad, low, mid, high, A to D tier. I don't care. Birdie Wing does not have that, oh, it's fan service, I'm going to watch. No, it's not like that. But that's another story in the show. But right now, let's get right to it with Birdie Wing episode 11 review. Okay. So, this episode was mostly about Eve. And, Aoi wants to go against Eve. But then we get to see Aoi's grandfather for the first time. For the first time, we get to see him. Because we see him in the opening. So this is the first time we see him in this episode. And, being that he's the grandfather, looking out for Aoi, making pancakes, those things, being a resourceful grandpa. And now he's all pouting because she wanted to face Eve after her practice match, but we didn't get that. Okay. Now, the question was, who was going to be Aoi's partner in the doubles championship? Okay, let's be honest, guys. Are we that surprised that Eve and Aoi are going to work together? Are we that surprised that Eve is going to be the next girl to be her partner? I mean, Eve and Aoi rival is so intact. Like, two of them in working together, they're like a dominant dude. They're like the dominant force. You know how you like the Naruto, Sasuke, you got the Goku and Vegeta type vibe. So when you look at these two, Eve and Aoi, they're kind of like, right off the gate, they're going to be the best duo in golf. So, yeah, because their power is good. Their swing is off the limits. And no matter what they do, they always find a way to win. Now, the president was trying to figure out what's Eve's potential. So the coach is like, okay, She's the diamond in the rough. Make her polish that diamond. Squeeze her into the next diamond. Make her so flawless that even the girls will look at Eve and say, okay, I'm done. Make Eve so good that who she fights, what's her opponent, that girl could look at Eve and say, oh shit, I'm in trouble. I don't think I'm capable to go against her. I don't think I got the balls to go against her. That's the person that you have to do. Now the president, given that she has a broken arm or not, her arm has been restored a bit and trained, and she goes with Eve, and her caddy, which is funny, her, because she's funny. She is funny. I like it when she rubbed that golf club. He's like, rub, 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 rub. I like that. But this is Eve's test. You see, this episode's about Eve training because the fact that from all previous episodes, we've seen her use only 3 golf clubs. 3 of her main golf clubs that she could kick ass with. And still to this day, with 3 of those golf clubs, she can still kick ass. So the president decides the coach gave Eve some equipments that they use. And they hot of the line, brand new. President wanted to face Eve. Well, no, a little practice. And as soon as Eve hit the ball into the green, the president got no remorse. I'm gonna put this example. She grabbed it like a golf ball and just threw it right in the bunker. And she's like, okay, show me what you got. Hit that over the green. And the president, I kid you not, she's a badass. She is a badass. I mean, the president stopped Eve's yellow bullet. Not even a hesitation of she's just like, got him. I stopped your bullet. Throw it back in the bunker. And she came out of nowhere in silent mode. They didn't hear her footsteps. She came right behind Eve and hit that ball with ease. And then you know what interesting about that swing was? You know what interesting about the president's swing? Is that when she swung that golf club, it was like the sand, the bunker, right? The sand didn't even scratch off. It's just smooth, like sandpaper, hit that. And I'm like, wow. And then even make it to even show and even put more pressure on Eve. She put the golf ball in the bunker, not on top, but more like put it in the sand and then hit it and it rolling. I'm like, yo, the president is a badass. She is a badass. I was rolled. I can't believe it. So we had this training montage. Very good song, by the way. We had a very good song training montage of Eve training and president just grabbing golf balls and just putting her under more pressure and pressure and pressure. And training with hit the ball over the green, or pick the golf ball, throw it over there and try swinging it, or go hit the ball in every clockwise direction we have. It was a training montage, but it was good. It was a nice match to see. But all that pressure, all that training was not only for Eve, which was good. I mean, Eve deserved this because the president did say Eve is going to be up against the best of the best. Forget Aoi. You think fighting Aoi was tough? Nah. There are others who the same level as Aoi. So you better be prepared. There's a lot of walls there, and by walls I mean players, and you got to go through them. And in that moment, the president had wanted to challenge her to a one-on-one match. Now, during that match, we got the flashback of the president and how she hurt her arm. And it was because of the coach. The coach put so much time in her, keep swinging and keep swinging and keep swinging until her arm hurts. And she broke her elbow and allowing her to quit playing golf. But it was the passion that she loved. And she's like, okay, I'm not as Aoi's level, but this one-on-one match was to show, like, okay, Eve, show me why you're meant to be with Aoi instead of me. Show me that you're more of a team player. I mean, that you're more compatible with Aoi than me. That's what the president did. So so I know, like, we didn't see the conclusion of the match, like who won, but we all know Eve put a lot of work and effort in this show. I mean, in this episode, it allow us to realize, okay, that Eve won. I mean, we would have seen the conclusion of it, but we all know she won. Now, here's where it gets interesting. We find out who the players are. Well, we're not surprised. The opponent is going to be Eve and Aoi. I mean, not the opponents, they're going to be teammates. We're not surprised. But I like the coach because he's not looking at players like, okay, just because Aoi is a professional golf player, and just because her parents run a company, I mean, just because Aoi's parents are professional golf players, that don't mean nothing. That don't mean nothing. And I like him because he doesn't like look at him. He just like, okay, you're rich, you're into you first. No. And who he teamed up with, we're not surprised. Eve. Eve and Aoi are, now, I like to say this with a happy note and say this. Eve and Aoi are working together. Ah! The ship is happening. I can't think. I'm trying to put the name of a ship. You got Eve and Aoi. Evie? I'm trying to. Aoive? Or Evao? I'm trying to make the ship that happening. But Eve and Aoi are working together. And I like that ending where they're all not only wear the same uniform, but they all swung off at the same time. Now, everybody, the classmates was looking at Eve and like, really? How the hell a transfer student who just got into school, had a 3 days absence, training her ass off, and she's popping Aoi? That's not what the ending show us. The ending show us that those two can hit the ball. They really talking about. You talking about chemistry? You talking about chemistry? These two nailed it. Now, even though they have fun talking at the end, like arguing, like who swung the ball further than the other. We get all of that. People have doubts. They're like, really? Are they still gonna act like this throughout the entire tournament? Are they still gonna act like this? They having doubts. But even Aoi's relationship is not, to me, the way how they argue at the end. They're like a married couple. They're like a married couple, and. And it's so funny to see the ship linemen as they argue, but it's still funny to see like Eve and Aoi are together now. So I hope we get a match with these two after the championship. We'll see. So again, this episode was really good. It was very delightful. This episode wasn't really about like the reuniting of Eve and Aoi, all that stuff, but it was more about Eve potential growing more as the episode progresses, because she's training with the president and the president's showing a side of her now. And again, this was more development for Eve now to be not only at the same level of, not only be at Aoi's level, but showing that she could swing with the big girls now. She could be on that level of the pros. And that's what this episode was all about. Now, I'll be honest, guys. I don't know how many episodes of Birdie Wing we're going to have. We're going to have 12 or we're going to have 13. I don't know. Because on the My Anime list, it says April 6th to question marks. So I don't know when it airs. I don't know. But we'll see how many episodes Birdie Wing is going to have. I mean, if y'all find it, let me know. But anyway, this was a good episode. I look forward to next week's episode of Birdie Wing. And let's see the duo of Eve and Aoi shipping of golf as they develop and the matches that they're going to have next week. So stay tuned for next week.